Bias refers to a tendency of the artificial intelligence system to come up with results that are based on factors that the system can't by law consider. So for example, if you're talking about employment and we have laws against employment discrimination that may take into account, for example, race. And the data being used to train an artificial intelligence system to sort through job candidates' resumes and to pick out the most qualified candidates for interview follow-up and eventual hiring, if those systems are based on data of past hiring practices that in the past benefited specific classes of people, let's say white males, then the system itself could produce results that discriminate against other groups, racial minorities, for example. The risk to a company using a system is that it will be perceived as having achieved discriminatory results as a result of using the AI system. And it may be subject to lawsuits or complaints from the government, federal or state, that the company is discriminating against certain groups based on the use of the system. Companies that are developing systems also have potential liabilities as well, because their customers are the companies that want to be, say, hiring, or let's say a software company that's working on AI system to pick out the best renters. Its customers are the landlords or the lenders, maybe customers of AI companies that are developing systems to help create processes for determining who should receive loans. So any of those customers, those business customers, could sue the development companies if they have biased products or services. So they have this potential liability to their customers as a result of providing biased products. For companies that are either the vendors or the operators of AI systems that are using products or services that could be subject to bias, the steps that they can take to reduce their legal risk include, first, using good data, trying to find the data sets that are not subject to bias. Second is going through a proper training process to make sure that they're not introducing sources of bias in the way that the system is being trained. Third, there might be other proactive steps and controls that could be put into place to eliminate sources of bias. Fourth, there might be a way of testing the product as it's being developed to make sure that it's not producing biased results. The fifth step is to make sure that there's some kind of assessment of the final product before it goes out the door. And finally, the company should go through a process of continued improvement over time. Continuous improvement means looking at those results from assessments and testing, integrating potential areas of improvement, looking for new opportunities to eliminate bias in the future based on technology, based on processes, based on increased knowledge, and working those improvements into the system to further eliminate bias over time.